Greetings, fellow viewers. I want to bring an update for Ukrainian war. I want to make una look this video and for highlight the need for evidence. As they talk about war crime, the war it asks and me Ukraine they give evidence. Say war crime it go on. When I see the video, when I see the man where they come, it could be shot by some Russian forces. Them when I see how they shoot it. The other one are images. The way the Ukrainian government it provide them for their international partners for the news to inform the war about the Russian targeting of civilians. This one it also highlight the need for we for Amazonia for begin provide this evidence. And now we already insist for our people them. Say every time when I feed record with on our mobile phones, when I record Cameroon their atrocity, their presence, even when I see Cameroon military passes some place, it be important make we feel proven for the international community. Otherwise, they go deny all thing. When I see for this video evidence, it don't change the narrative over where Russian military, their airplane, it bomb a civilian neighborhood where you no get no activity, military activity. All this one then approve them where they provide them both for the media, for the public, and it also inform the international communities. For the battlefield, I think we see how the fight it go. The troops them the long mile for troops the way they be try to enter for inside Ukraine, their capital. They don't be pushed back. They don't also be they don't retreat already. Some of them don't disperse. According to information we would see on TV, they don't be diverted. Someone for attack different part them for Ukraine. So in a very messy war, a lot of casualties from Russia their side. I think so we don't see very big leadership for Ukraine. So according to Ukraine, today, as I talk, they ran kill over 14,200 Russian troops. Now the statistic that for the armored vehicles and the various things in way they ran destroy for Russia. And according to CNN, according to Al Jazeera, according to Fox News, they put their own number of estimated killed Russian forces to be 6,000. The United States, they put that number for over 7,000. If those numbers then be true, as we see, may be credible, it means say Russia done lost more troops for inside the war than America. It done lost some for inside Iraq and Afghanistan combined for the past 20 years. We see how a mighty Russian army they hide their vehicle in civilian areas. They don't be forced for retreat. They hide and use civilian shield because the West don't supply weapons for Ukraine. As a result of Ukraine, they get good leadership for appeal for the war and also for do their communication very, very effectively. Ukraine they be strong today, not because they be strong, not because they be effective for rally support for their own people them, and they be united. So now they see big successes them where the foreign weapon they make them on the ground. They bring down air force them for Russian air force and one of the best in the world. It don't be possible now for Ukrainian them now for begin use even their armored vehicle them for fight armored to armored vehicle. And they don't now they use mounted mobile controlled weaponry for target. They call them this Stinger missile. The one they use them with remote control. It be very effective also. We will see some of the video the way they show them. It remind we of the Amazonia, the development of IED where they use now remote control as well. So now see a lot of damages for the Russian army. Who could imagine that the superpower, nuclear power Russian army could be beaten back by Ukrainian in this manner? Nevertheless, Ukraine then be destroyed infrastructurally. You don't take them back. But now a price to them be willing for pay them for make sure say their country and their sovereignty be protected, make them fit decide their future, decide their friends, and for also for pursue democracy. It be important make our people they know say they suffer so now because they won't be able to govern themselves the way they want them and for live a Western style democracy and the way they want them. So it be so important where they fight this manner for preserve them. It will also encourage we Amazonia for no say way to fight for it be worth it. No matter how many villages they will lose some, we no say we can get time for rebuild our country. It will be even better. So now they see the destruction them for Russian army, and it show how strong the Ukrainian forces that can be. And also when they see for TV the Ukrainian they bury their dead, they announce them also publicly. Now it be consistent with people the way they suffer from aggression. Russian they hide their dead them normally it be consistent like how the Silla Republic do the same. Convoy after convoy they don't be destroyed. Huge amount of vehicle. It don't reach the point where Russia they ask for help from China. Just like how La Republic, they lie, we don't see lies, telling, now all things will be consistent with an aggression. So we need to learn a lot. We need to be inspired and not say a weaker party, if you win, if you give a bigger blow for a mighty army, just like they began doing for win colonies, now so Amazonia too will emerge. But we need to fight, we need to be willing to take the blows for our infrastructure. Time for war, not time for destroy bridges, not be time for build bridges. If we stand together with proper leadership, we'll be effective. For Ukraine, they look at leadership will be effective. The war, they support Ukraine now because they get an effective leader. That is the only reason. If the leader, if not be in a one way, if he be a person, if he take risk, if he challenge the international community to take the obligation, therefore those should don't quiet. Make we understand that one. The West need to support Ukraine and say they want them. Now because they get an effective leader, effective communicator, will be very articulate. All these things that matter. The leader not be saying nothing with the local should not say me will go find person put on me occupy position. But leader, the person will then take the lead. That's what they say for Ukraine. Now they be capable for drive their own armored vehicle, then for challenge Russia because they don't get weapon the way they feel protect their skies. And they continue for battle, for get a means for their country for be capable for survive and for live and for thrive as a Western democracy. Would even call them Western democracy, not be a Western thing. Now just human freedom, where all man want to live free, be able for do trade with other countries. So these are drone picture images of Ukraine decimating Russian forces the way they don't enter their territory. They don't try to set up for prepare for launch attack for other part than for Ukraine. As soon as you see the area videos, it show clearly the position of the Russian troops and what done the same way be they miles and miles. Some of the retreat now on foot. They don't capture huge amount. According to the Ukrainian military of defense, they don't capture over 4,000 Russian forces alive where they in their custody. So this one is very shock for the whole world. Who could believe? Say Russian dead bodies they fulfill life or road. Who could believe? And this is all possible because the resilient people can defeat any army. Just like when way back we talk for inside Cameroon and the inside Cameroon Parliament, even if France is joined with La Republic, we could beat them if we unite once the people didn't rise. These are huge military asset them. Huge military asset that can be destroyed completely. Russian, they don't take more than half of their military for this operation then. More than half of their standing and active duty military. So there is news that they call in reservists. There is news that they want even seek help for China in terms of equipment and for Belarus in terms of personnel. So this one are mobile guided, remote guided Javelin. As soon as you see them, the American weapon in this way that make a big difference for the Ukraine.
Yes! Yes! Двиг пішла. Іди. Та все, пиздаємо.
Єсть. Побіг тікати.
So, just like the CIA report where they will make about Southern Cameroon right in the 80s, they be talk say when we go gather ourselves around an effective leadership, we shall be free. Two things: be able to gather ourselves united behind an effective leadership, not be just leadership, effective leadership, we will win. So I hope say me this video and the Ukrainian war inspire we. May we be able to rally behind an effective leadership where we go feel lead we through. May we stop for play games with our liberation. War not before the look position, not before the position ourselves, but now for look for effective people the way they get the job done, we align ourselves behind them.